I'm part of the EA Creator Network, so some packs have been gifted to me and some packs I've purchased myself. Hello everyone and welcome back to another speed build. I hope you are doing well, and if you're new here, welcome. And for today's speed build we are working on a kind of like a country side, well, sort of rural family home that I built in Mt Komorebi. I started building this house quite a few months ago, and then it just kind of sat for a while because I just didn't finish it. So, because it's slightly a little bit bigger than what I usually build, because I just like doing tiny homes, but I decided to do a bigger family home for this one. So it just took me a little bit longer to finish. So it was kind of on the back burner for a while as a project. But let's get right into the specs of the home. So basically, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. You could probably even turn it into a 3-bedroom house because one of the rooms that is on the upper floor, that's a third room, is technically, I made it into like a laundry room, but you could certainly delete the laundry, move it somewhere else, and make that into a third bedroom for sure. It has enough space that you could probably fit another single bed in there and have a third family member in that space for sure. So yeah, but so it's a fairly large home. I could definitely see a family living here. I don't know what the cost is because I can't remember, but I built it on one of those 20 by 30 lots. I can't remember the name of it. I think it says 242 Wakamori. I can't say that. But yeah, it's a 20 by 30 lot, so it's a little bit bigger, and it's got a lovely spacious yard with a nice fence around it, and I put in some gardening space so they can have a nice big garden. There's a sitting area out there, and there's like a barbecue and all kinds of stuff. And this build is basically like it's not a limited pack build, so I basically used all the packs that I pretty much have at this point. So when I upload it on the gallery, you have to figure out what you have and don't have and kind of go from there to download it. But yeah, it took me a little bit to kind of figure out what I was going to do with the exterior for how the house was going to look. I think that's another reason why it took me a bit to finish this home. But it's just because like I was using a reference photo that I found online on Pinterest, and the photo was actually I'll actually put it up here for you on screen, but it was like a photo from a website for a Japanese company that makes custom homes in Japan. And I guess they use like more natural materials, so much more like different kinds of wood and European materials. So they got a bit of a Scandinavian feel when I was looking at the houses and stuff. So that was kind of the inspiration and that I kind of took from it, and then I went from there. So, but I was initially going for like a darker wood color on the outside of the house. As you can see, I changed it quite a few times. And then I ended up settling with that lighter toned wood because I just felt like it just fit better with the how Mount Komorebi looks. And I don't know, I just like lighter wood colors anyway. So, but yeah, that's why it probably took a bit to kind of get this build finished. But I eventually figured it out. And I also really messed around with different kinds of windows because the windows that are in that reference picture are a little bit different than what I have in the game, obviously. So it took a bit to kind of figure out the style that I wanted that really fit. I just ended up going with the windows that are from the Snowy Escape pack, anyways, because they just fit lovely with everything in there. So but this was definitely a fun build to create. Well, all the builds I do are always fun, but especially this one because I hadn't built in Mount Komorebi for quite a while, and I hadn't really done any Japanese style houses for quite a while as well. So it had been some time. So, but yeah, I was kind of also just I don't know, like I said, looking through Pinterest, and I got inspired by, different styles of houses in Japan. And I just felt like initially this was going to be like a Japanese farmhouse, but I decided to change it to more like just like a rural family home that you would see in a more like rural community, like smaller community in Japan, I guess. So it's not like super traditional looking like the architecture, but it's more like, modern, but still has those, pieces of like, Japanese style to it, I guess. So I tried to keep it within those lines, but not make it too traditional looking. So, and then the inside, I went for more of a warm toned look for everything. The cupboards in the kitchen are that nice warm toned counter. I think those are actually from the For Rent expansion. I always thought those were really pretty because they got the gold accents on them and stuff. So I think it fit well. And then lots of big windows because, you know, the world has a lot of really pretty nature and stuff. I feel like big windows is a must. So I also forgot to add that there's no custom content in this build as well, just in case. I don't know, sometimes people see like stuff in there that they don't recognize from packs and they're like, oh, you use custom content. And I'm like, no, that's not custom content. So, so there's none of that in there. It's just that I didn't like limit certain packs or anything. I pretty much just went all out and used all different kinds of packs. So the gallery will tell you what you need for that. And then for the rest of the build and stuff, I just kept with that warm aesthetic that's in the home. I just wanted it to be cozy, but not too modern looking. It's got a bit of a modern flair to it. And it's kind of like open, so there's like a nice little area for the kitchen and then an open area for like the dining room and the living room area and stuff, and a nice small TV. And then like the master bedroom, or main bedroom, I guess you would call it, is on the main floor. That's just off the kitchen and living room, which I thought was a kind of a good place for it. And then upstairs is where like you would have like a family member sleeping. I turned it into like a kind of a kid's style or a teen's bedroom or whatever. So, and then the bathroom is up there. There's no bathroom on the main floor. I guess I could have put one on there, but I felt like I just didn't really have anywhere to build it. So, and then I felt like it was going to like kind of change the shape of the home too much. So, and then there are some parts of the build I did not record, unfortunately, just because I forgot. So the main bedroom, I didn't record decorating it or anything. So that's why this video is a little bit shorter for this, how big this build is. So, but I have provided some pictures in there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea of the build. Nothing too crazy, just that was the inspiration behind it and everything. So, but yeah, if you enjoyed watching this, quick speed build, if you would like to subscribe, please do so. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter / X, I guess now. I'm on Pinterest. I'm also on TikTok as well underneath ElfishlyAmie. And this build will be available on the Sims gallery to download underneath my ID, ElfishlyAmie, as well. But other than that, yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. And yeah, bye bye.